Kia ora tātou, ko Chloe Lawrence taku ingoa. Today I want to have a little bit of a chat about sound awareness. So that is the ability to be able to listen to things in the environment and work out what they are. It's a really good skill to practice for helping later reading and writing skills when children need to be able to hear words and hear the parts that are in words and listen really, really critically to what sounds are at the beginning. Oh, did that rhyme? How many parts did it have? But with really little kids, you can start practicing listening to sounds and being really aware of sounds. So there's a couple of things we can talk about that can really promote that. The first one is to just point out sounds that you can hear in your environment. You know, as you're going throughout your everyday life and you hear something that's interesting, pointing it out. I can hear a helicopter. Oh, I can hear the lawnmower next door. So it's a great way to just start getting your child to focus on the sound that is around them and being really aware of it. Another thing to do is to encourage your children to take a couple of minutes to listen to what they can hear. So getting them to, lie down for 2 minutes and go, right, let's talk about everything we can hear. And taking a moment to just lie down with their eyes closed and listen to what the sounds they can hear, whether it's a dog or a car going past, a motorbike, aeroplane, might be the kettle, whatever's going on around you. Another really fun game that you can play with household items is guess the sound. So having just a moment when maybe you're unpacking the shopping to get your child to close their eyes and listen to a couple of things and work out what they are. So I've got a couple of bits here. Everyday pantry items. So getting your child to close their eyes and go, look, I've got rice and I've got pasta. Getting them to close their eyes and listen. Okay, you tell me, is it the rice or the pasta that I'm shaking? Hopefully they can go pasta. Here I have some couscous and some sunflower seeds. So again, the same thing. I've got sunflower seeds and I've got couscous. All right, close your eyes and listen. Which one am I shaking? Hopefully they say couscous, because these sound different. But you can get things that sound really, really similar but still have micro differences. If you are a musical household, another thing you can do is do the same thing but with instruments. So I have two parts of instruments. I have a bit of a flute and a bit of a recorder. And we could do the same thing. Right, close your eyes. Am I playing the flute or the recorder? They sound different, but they also sound a little bit similar. So that can be a great way for encouraging a child to listen and think really hard about what they're hearing. Another way to do that is thinking about big or small. So, for example, when an aeroplane flies by, going, that sounded like a big aeroplane, or that sounded like a small aeroplane, or maybe asking your child whether they thought it was big or small. One final activity I want to mention is actually, again, really a listening activity, so finding the sound. So getting your child to close their eyes and then you make a sound near them. So it might be shaking your couscous, or it could be making an animal sound like moo or buk, 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 buk. But moving around the child and getting them to point to you wherever you are. So you might try behind them or next to them, or you might try across the room and see if they can then hear the sound and point to you, to practice. Again, thinking about that sound. Where is it coming from? What does it sound like? You can make them work for you. They're good activities for using stuff around the home. You don't need to buy anything special or do anything special to set it up. I'm going to add that little list to the video description. Please let me know if you've got any questions by adding them to the comments. Ka kite!